weather is me to the rescue. Yeah. That's the thing I miss most about drinking, is drinking to that song. To the rescue. Just killing it on the dance floor. Getting poon left, right and centre. To the rescue. That's how it always went for me. Just start dancing and the girls would flock. If you dance, she will come. That's what it was like. So it's a Friday. Again, you guys did some good work during the week. You stuck to your keto diet. 3 eggs in the morning. Intermittent fasting. You only ate for a window of 6 hours. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now it's time to undo all that good fucking work. It's time to let your hair down. It's time to live. People are probably already getting kicked out of pubs. There's some people who are already on the glass barbie and won't stop till next Wednesday. A bit of meth and a bit of booze never hurt anyone. Just make a mental picture of this. Just think of all the bars in the world and all the people getting kicked out of bars simultaneously right now. You'd have to say there's 1 million people in the world right now getting thrown out of bars somewhere in the world. And I salute you guys, because it's fucking all guys. Except for that bitch who threw 2 glasses of beer at my head once. But lucky I'm like a drunken Neo from the Matrix and I fucking dodged that shit. Otherwise, I would have had reconstructive surgery. Okay, thanks for getting the stories in this week. It was light on this week with the stories. Ladies, where the fuck were you with your stories? I just got guys' stories again, but that's alright. So this story is from Willow. Willow's an odd-looking character. Let's just put it that way. He doesn't look like he's all fucking there. A shout out to you, Willow. Thanks for sending in your story. This one, I don't know, for some reason it made me fucking laugh. Whenever someone fucks up, it makes me laugh. They're the best stories. Okay, so Willow. Here it goes. When I was 20, I went over to my mate Jake's house for a poker game. These poker games were always a good time. Booze and poker, has that combination ever gone wrong? They were social affairs with a good amount of drinking and good banter. Good banter? What are you, a fucking Tinder girl? Are you on Tinder? Willow, are you a Tinder girl? Are you catfishing dudes with banter, are you? Fucking Jesus. I'd been over to Jake's house 30 or so times and I knew his parents by name. A few times Jake had let me crash on his couch in the lounge room and his parents were always careful to be quiet in the mornings when they were getting ready for work. So I felt comfortable going there and I was excited. Usually I just drank beer. Good thinking. Especially at 20, you don't need to be doing shots. Nah, do shots. That's when you need to be doing shots, actually, 20. And then start easing up around 45. When you're around 45, stop doing shots. It leads to explosive diarrhea. Usually I just drank beer, but I had already had a few big nights that week, and so to try and save money, I bought a 4-litre sack of white wine. Now, for those international listeners, a 4-litre sack of white wine in Australia costs about $10, and it comes in a sort of aluminium-y sort of plastic. It's its own material. It's impenetrable. It comes in a box and we call it a goon sack. It's called goon in Australia. It's cheap, nasty wine. And we call it goon. I can only imagine it's a racial slur against the Aboriginals, insinuating that they drink the goon sacks. That's my guess anyway. Goons drink goons. It's disgraceful and funny. For a while I was going very well. I can't remember it too clearly, but I imagine I would have been the life of the party. I must have been in at least some regard because I got kicked out. I remember it was weird to me the next morning when I woke up at my own house and I didn't remember leaving Jake's. Apparently at 2 a.m. I was yelling aggressively, and when Jake said, "Be quiet, you'll wake up my mum," I drunkenly slurred out, "Your mum's a slut, brah." And it's true, she probably was. Jake's mum was definitely a slut. All my friends named Jake, their mums were sluts. And then he showed me the door, and rightly so. Not only was that funny, that was informative. Mums are sluts. How can they not be sluts? They've got kids, so that's proof. Even more than that, Jake's mums are usually sluts. So here's a shout out to the sluts this weekend. Get out there, do your thing. You're a very underappreciated part of society. Okay, enjoy your Friday night, people. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. For those of you who can crank out of bed. Ladies, please send in some stories. Add me on social media at Boyle Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. While you're there, also do us a favor, go subscribe at Apple Podcasts to this podcast and give us a rating and a review. All right, fucking see you later.